All right, all right. Welcome to another edition of the Barely Watching Podcast. I go by the name of Cobra Karate, sipping on that iced coffee, telling these dudes to back up off me.
Yeah, it's D-Mobile, but fuck all that. Listen, so I've been last week.
Well, it's your girl KI Double. Before we get into it, hey, there we go. Let's go.
Yeah, sure. Last week I was told that I eat like a savage, and I had people contacting me, telling me, basically taking your side, and that vexes me a lot because you don't know shit, and like to have people back you and not back me was hurtful.
Yo, hold on for a minute. Pause real quick. Turn down the volume a little bit on yours.
On my what?
Turn down the volume on your computer a little bit. You gotta make sure them levels is right. You sound loud and muffled a little bit.
So like this?
A little bit better.
I turned down the volume. I don't know. Is that good? What?
It's all right. It's probably the headphones that you're using.
So what about this? Is this better?
No, it's probably the headphones you're using. That's it.
Yeah, it's probably just the headphones. So people tell me that not that I eat any kind of way. So I started asking people how I eat. And I didn't like the response I got from people. So it made me kind of say that maybe Cobra isn't the asshole. Maybe he's the only person who really loves me. And everybody else is the assholes for just grinning and bear it while I'm sitting there chomping down like a savage, I guess. And
so now,
so
go ahead.
This is how I will have a sample. This is how I eat. That's just regular eating. So what I've been doing this last couple of days is concentrating and focusing on chewing my fucking food. Since it bothers every fucking body. I've been concentrating like this. Watch.
Is it hard to keep your mouth closed?
I can't breathe. Okay.
Breathe through your
My
nose.
jaw hurts from doing this. But if it pleases the world, I will do this whenever I eat. I will go. Wait, let me put that in better because I don't want to offend anyone with the way I put the food in my mouth.
Pause. You would put that in there a little bit.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I don't really see a difference, but I know one I'm concentrating, one I'm not concentrating. Not concentrating.
See, it went kind of to the left.
Yeah, that's right. You hear that mouth open just a little bit. You hear it a little bit. You hear it.
Now, concentrating.
Look a little more sophisticated when you concentrate, bro.
It's gonna bother you to eat now. It's gonna be so much for you to eat.
Son, like I said, I care. I've been telling you for years.
So the one enjoyable thing that is just just pure pleasure is not work. So
not really.
It doesn't work. I have to concentrate.
Not really, because if you do it for 15 days straight, it becomes a habit, and then boom, you got it.
Well, I've been telling you to shut the fuck up for 15 days straight, and it hasn't changed anything.
I know it hasn't changed anything because I haven't practiced shutting up. But if I practiced shutting up for 15 days straight, it only became a habit. I would have been shut the fuck up.
I doubt that.
But me, I'm a petty ass nigga, and I always gotta get the last word, and I argument over anything. So I ain't shutting up.
Spoken like a true asshole.
Like a true asshole, indeed. I know what's happening. Where's your mic? Where's the mic piece at on your thing?
I don't know. Where is it? These are the bullshit headphones that come with the PS4.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what the thing is. Hold on. Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here?
Wherever it's at.
Is it right here?
Probably, I think so. Because wherever it's at, it sounds like when you talk, you're moving it and it becomes muffled, like it's covered or something.
Is it right here? Is this where the sound comes from?
I think so.
It's probably his beard. We don't have that problem.
So I need to shave my beard now.
No.
Is there anything else I need to do to fit in this fucking world?
To fit on this
Okay, you're good. You're good. Damn, you are just like uptight.
Happy Sunday.
Bro.
It's Sunday, Demario. Can we smile? Can we, be blessed and happy?
What's so happy about Sunday though?
It's a fresh start of a week. It's
Yo.
first Sunday of the month. It was
As a
communion
kid-
Sunday for me.
Yo, as a kid, I always hated Sundays.
Me too.
Because it was for so many things. Things close early. You gotta come in early because you gotta get your school clothes and shit ready. And everybody ain't gonna be out because some people gotta go to church and everything like that. Sometimes your mom want to get back into, try to get her life back. And now she want to rearrange the whole thing and bring you guys back to church.
The only thing that made Sundays good as a kid was motherfucking Fox.
Sunday dinner? What? Y'all remember Sunday dinner?
Yeah, sure. Sunday dinner was cool.
Sometimes, yeah, but it came to a point where it was like if it wasn't Easter, it was the same old baked chicken and probably barbecue chicken, maybe lasagna or something like that. Some greens. Always gotta be some greens. Once in a while, someone brought out some chitlins, but other than that, if it ain't Easter, I really don't care about Sunday dinner like that.
Yeah, Sunday dinner was it happened in my house every Sunday, but I don't know, it wasn't that big a deal. It was cool. Sunday was always the wackest day of the week, except
Sunday.
Except when Fox had the shows popping.
Sunday was the best day of the week.
It was like True Colors at 7.
Yeah.
True
Then
Colors.
Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Yep.
And then In Living Color. And then they had the other shows that they tried to piggyback off of In Living Color that would come on after.
And Herman's Head. Like later on, and Simpsons came on. The Critic came.
Yep.
That
Sunday nights was popping.
Yeah, Sunday night used to be popping. Even when they had the little Disney movie.
Oh when you was real little in the 80s.
They said the Disney movies. Those were even dope too. Oh yeah, by the way, did you get your juicer?
Mm-hmm.
You did. Okay.
And it's a bad motherfucker, man. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the juice. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst ourselves.
He said talk amongst yourself. So how you been?
I've been good. Unpacking, settling in.
That's right. You got a new spot. How's the new spot?
It's good. I'm closer to the city, and I guess kind of closer to the city, but closer to my office. So that's what's important. Even though we're still working from home in case they open up. As you know, Texas is open. Wide open on Wednesday. 100% capacity, no mask. There's still businesses that are requiring us to wear masks. Like the gym still has us wear masks. And then certain businesses are not open up to 100%, but I feel like it's all just a cover up from what they did with the storm. And it's all a cover up just to make more money through the economy. I'm kind of confused on, why we have a president. Like, isn't your president supposed to be the principal? Aren't they supposed to be the person who makes all the rules? Like, how the hell are states just
Nope. When it's a
states are just like, I'm gonna
issue,
do this.
When it's a state issue, the governor takes care of everything. The only time the president steps in is when the governor requires help, or something really, really gets fucked up beyond the states. Beyond the state could even fix some shit. Then the government will step in. But other than that, your state. That's why it's important, and that right there just shows you why it's important to judge locally. Vote locally.
Vote locally, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just on the federal level. Yeah, it is. Anyways, go ahead.
I made some. What is this one? This is pineapple, pear, mango. Pineapple, pear, mango. Look at that. Oh, kiwi.
That looks good.
It's kiwi too.
We gotta put some ginger in that, bro.
Yeah, but I'm
yeah,
just saying,
that looks good.
It's straight juice, bro. Like there's no pulp, there's nothing in it, just straight juice.
Yeah, I know.
That's good.
I got a juicer too. I got
Crazy.
the juicer.
Yeah,
you gotta put the ginger in there.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get ginger. I gotta get some turmeric. I made a beet juice, and that shit tastes like the devil's dick. It's terrible.
Yeah. You gotta put some type of sweet fruit in there.
You should put
something
pineapple
like that.
in with the beets.
So in the beet one, I put a little bit of strawberries and oranges and carrots in it. But that beet is just super strong, bro.
Yeah, you gotta put pineapple.
Yo, and that's the thing, and that's the difference between getting store-bought juice, processed juice, and fucking real fruit juice. And I'm like, yo, now I understand why you gotta tweak some shit, because if you was just on some natural juice, a lot of this shit would taste the same, and a lot of shit would be nasty. So
you know what I come to realize? Whenever you make a fruit juice blend, you have to throw either apple or pear in there just to balance it out. Because if you don't, it'll taste like one of the fruits.
Yeah.
That's
the rawness of it.
That's something I've been doing, because apple and pear don't really have a flavor too much. So I put a little bit of that in everything I make. Yeah. But I'm a rookie at this. I just started. So.
Now, when you get the ginger, make sure you get organic ginger. Because with the organic ginger, it's more spicier.
Man,
it's more fresh.
Put
it's
some
more
vodka in this shit, man.
You can do all that. But
you
when
vodka
you do juicing,
get my ginseng.
You stupid. It's stupid. But when you do have the juices in there, you want to make sure you don't have them sitting in the fridge for like more than 3 days or something like that.
Yeah, I drink the shit the same day or the next day whenever I make it.
Yeah, you gotta do that. Cause I fucked up. I remember we was doing the juicing. You said we was on the juicing diet, and we tried to make shit a week ahead of time. Didn't go well. Didn't go well. But yeah.
So
but
is
yeah,
your juice a cold press?
Cold press? I don't know what the hell that means.
So a cold press juicer doesn't blend the stuff. It doesn't grind the stuff. It mashes it. Like it slowly goes like this and mashes the shit up. It squeezes the juice. It squeezes the juice out of it.
The juice, yeah.
Yes, it squeezes the juice. And
the
other ones get hot, and if it gets hot, it burns the nutrients and stuff in the fruit and vegetables. So you don't want that.
I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want this. What I do, my joint, you throw them, it got the thing spinning, whatever doing the shit. You put it in there, and then you push it. It slowly pushes it and extracts all the juice and the nutrients. It puts them down. Saying the thing, and then the pulp and shit and everything like that, it puts it somewhere else.
Yeah, it puts
that's
it outside.
That's what
it sounds like we got the same shit.
I was like super old. Yours is probably like futuristic type shit. Ours is
it's a bad motherfucker, man. I looked online. This shit is $350.
Where did you get it from?
I got it online, but I got it from some place that it was like an overstock.com sort of shit. I paid $140 for it.
Oh, okay. Do you have a air fryer?
I do not have an air fryer yet.
You don't? No, I thought you had an air fryer.
I don't have an air fryer. I need one badly. So if somebody out there wants to give me an air fryer for Christmas or something, I'll fuck with you.
No, air fryers, Air fryers
Father's Day's first.
So I gotta have a kid?
No, you've been playing daddy?
So you the ultimate stepdaddy? You the ultimate stepdaddy and goddad? You're saying God, Dad, you know what I'm saying? You might get blessed with that.
Hey, so what was your topics? What were we talking about?
Yeah, so, son, quick story. The other day, talking to some dude, I'm not going to say who the person is, saw them, whatever, like that. As I'm looking at this dude, right, as I'm letting the dude talking to me, having a conversation, I'm just noticing the amount of ash he has on his face. And I'm looking, and I'm like, yo, I didn't even know ash could even get in those places. And I was like, how? Yo, he had ashy eyebrows, and his eyelids had ash. I was like, how do you get ash there? Like
maybe it was falling from the eyelids. The eyebrows. Maybe there was the flakes.
As much as your eyes, as you blink your eyes, I would think like they generate automatic lube or something like that, to the point to keep your eyelids moisturized. I was like, yo, this nigga. I'm like, first of all,
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Son, I was just like, yo, and it's like, he
put his face in it.
You know what I'm saying? Then you seeing that person, you're like, all right, they in bad shape, they doing bad, whatever. Don't like, please don't ask me how I'm doing, because I don't want to be like, yo, I'm doing, you know what I'm saying?
Life straight.
Like, you gotta sometimes gotta turn it down a little bit, like, oh, all things all right, But I'm saying, but I gotta go, you know what I'm saying? So I'll check you. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was, this is a little quick.
That was some bullshit.
Yeah, it was. So yeah,
Ashy
man.
eyebrows, trying to wild out.
Yo,
So we.
Keyshawn, do me a favor.
What up?
I want you to go. My name is Peaches. And
And
something loud, right?
Yeah, my bad.
Hiccup.
Yo, she got her JJ Fad hairdo today.
Yo,
I'm feeling
straight
that.
up. Every time I see that type of hairstyle, I always think of you. I always think Sean. I'm like, yo,
this is Mario's favorite hairstyle. I was waiting for him to compliment it. I love your hair like that. I hate it.
I love your hair like that.
Thanks,
If that isn't like the default black girl
Kishana.
cut, that's like a default black girl. Like if you was in a game and you wanted a black hairdo, that's the default one. Like automatically, all the girls. Before she get her coins up and shit.
No, that's the black girl who grew up in the hood but got a job in a car. That's that hair.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's the black girl that grew up in the hood but ain't as hood as her friends.
Yeah.
That's that haircut.
I didn't grow up in the hood.
Nigga, you from Lincoln Street.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm from the Valley.
I was trying to step you up. Whatever.
Trying to step you up. Trying to step you up.
Yo, real quick.
Nah, because Lincoln Street people were weird. I'm sorry. When we moved over there, I was like, everybody over here is weird. Lincoln Street people is weird. Shout out to Lincoln Street. Shout out to Lincoln Street, but everybody I know over there, y'all are different.
You know why? I think it's because it's like, you know how Worcester people are weird because we're not Boston? I think Lincoln Street people are weird because they ain't from the Valley. You know, like
or Lincoln Village.
Nowhere. Yeah,
or Lincoln Village.
They're nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but speaking of my name is Peaches. Let's talk about it. Coming to America 2.
I'm gonna start off if that's okay.
That's all right. Go ahead.
I think people were looking forward to it way too much. I wasn't. I really wasn't. Like, I expected it to be trash. I did not think it was going to be any good. I have a hard time understanding how anyone expected it to be good. Like, I don't get what you expect. Like, what in life made you think that they would do a great job with this? But anyway, it was maybe slightly better than I thought it would be. I didn't think it was pure trash, but it wasn't very good.
All right. So, one, I can never trash anything that Eddie Murphy, the GOAT for me.
Come on, man.
Hold on. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I gotta put that out there. I thought it would be a little bit better than what it was for some reason for me, but I didn't have a high expectancy because we talked about it before. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things I talked about, I was right. They tried to overdo the funny, and some of it even came off a little bit buffoonish to a point, but I mean, overall, it's okay. Just like you said, as long as it doesn't suck, it's okay. It didn't suck, but I was just expecting a little bit more. But then I understood, after I saw the movie, knowing who the writers are, the director, and everything like that, I kind of understood a little bit more.
Yeah, Kenya Barris. So I'm not feeling this dude.
And my thing is,
what else did he do?
He does Grown as Fuck. Grown as Fuck. He writes Blackish. He writes Blackish.
Oh, okay, Blackish.
Mixed-ish, all those, the issues.
Sorry, yeah, I'm not feeling how. I don't know why everyone loves him so much.
And I mean, Blackish came out, but it's just like, all right, so if you're thriving with that kind of intellect, let that shit show here. Because it didn't, because it looked like watching Coming to America is like, and like watching Coming to America 2 is it's almost like finding out that Santa Claus wasn't real. Now you gotta wear it. I'm saying now you really have to depend on your parents to get you presents. Because it's like all that shit that was in part 1 and they're trying to bring it to part 2, it don't hit the same. And it's like, yo, you can't trick me no more. I'm saying I'm grown up. That joke don't work no more. And so it's almost looking at it like, black people don't do that shit no more. And it kind of came off a little bit foolery a little bit, but yeah. I would have loved, like I seen on the internet, someone put, I would wonder how the story would look if Aaron McGruder and Ryan Coogler wrote and shot the movie. It would have been fucking fantastic. That's for me.
So I enjoyed it, oddly, because it was just a regular ass movie to me. I didn't look at it as it was Coming to America too. After, like, while watching it, it just became a regular ass movie to me. So I do agree with Demario. I think everybody did have a hype. I had a hype for it too. Like, it's 30 years later. I wanted to see what it would look like. But again, I think it was forced funny. It wasn't as organic as the first one. I do like that they tied a lot of the old shit in. You do got to realize it's shot during the pandemic in 2020. So you can't, what do you really expect? You're lucky they didn't have masks on, like, seriously. So I really think
that's true.
I think that it was good for a movie. Like, to me, it was a Black movie. I didn't think of it as like looking to see what Coming to America 2 would actually be. It just came off to me as a movie. Like, I get how they're trying to do a spinoff with the son now and going to be in New York and doing that shit. Like, I get how they're going to try to continue it. And I think that's what they're trying to do. And if it's the writer from that has Blackish to Grownish to now Oldish, I'm pretty sure you're trying to continue, continue getting a bag, I guess. That's what he's trying to do. So I think that's how he kind of wrote it. Because it kind of just was preparing for the next one. This seemed like a little, like, not even 2, like 0.5. Like, and then move on to 2. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it just
it's like
segue.
It's like a sequel. By definition, a sequel will never be as good as the first. Some movies accidentally pull it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's talk about those ones.
But by definition, they're not going to be as good as the first. So that's the first strike. Secondly, it's 30 years later. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because someone is the greatest in their time doesn't mean they could come back 30 years later and they're still that guy. Eddie Murphy is not Eddie Murphy no more. He's not. The same way I'm not DeMario that left 2 years ago. And people are going, oh, Eddie Murphy's the greatest in this. Yes, sure. He's not that guy no more. He's just not. So if he puts something together, let's see what this Eddie Murphy can do. Is what we all should have been thinking.
And that's how I think that's how I took it as, and that's why I enjoyed the movie, because I looked at it as this Eddie Murphy. I wasn't like, once I realized how the movie was going on, it wasn't going to be as organic and raw. Like, but there were some parts that were. But I think a lot of the extras, some of the people that was featured, is which came off to us as kind of corny because we kind of know them. It's a different world. Like, we know their social media, we kind of follow them. So like seeing them act or, seeing people in it, it was just like half of Atlanta was in there. I seen like 3 people I know as extras. Like, so it wasn't, to me, it was like, a movie like that I enjoyed, not necessarily, I don't know, think of Friday being 30 years later, or how they're trying to do The Last Friday. The Last Friday might be something completely different, or the new comedians may be able to carry their organic funny. There wasn't a lot of comedians casted in that movie besides their original comedians. They should have had probably more younger comedians that are funny to keep that raw shit in there.
I think that would have been a mistake.
That would have been a mistake.
That would have been a mistake because then it would have been Coming to America.
Yeah, exactly.
What they should have done is
they had Michael Blackson in it.
Huh?
Right, but that was the part because
but Michael Blackson's 40-some years old. Michael Blackson's not a young comedian.
He's not a new comedian.
He's not.
And plus,
Michael Blackson. Michael Blackson was in the Last Friday movie, and that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, he was.
Not even. Now he was in the second one. He was in the second one, and that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, and that's when he was just like, and that's when he just started popping off.
So I think what this movie needed, what they needed was Eddie Murphy to first come out of retirement. He needed to start touring, doing comedy. He needed to start getting his groove back, and then let him and Arsenio Hall just go in there and be funny. That's what they should have done. And they didn't do that in this movie.
Yes, they did, and that's where they messed up.
They didn't. Yo, for the most of the comedy in this movie, it was other people.
It was them. I think, it was just a lot of it was comedy in the beginning, and then it was like movie story time, and then they tried to force the funny at the end, and it wasn't funny at the end.
Most of
the comedy was in the beginning.
I liked all the people popping up. That got
I love
me.
that. I I love that. That was the
I
only
liked how
thing
they
that kept
kept
the movie going.
tying everything in, like from
Yeah.
back then, like it made sense.
Like my thing is, what we were oh damn, what the hell, I just fucking lost it. I'm saying, what you just say?
That they tied everything in. That you liked how
No,
people kept popping up.
it was something else.
I said something about Arsenio and Eddie
Okay.
Oh,
Murphy.
letting them be
Yeah, let
funny,
them cook,
letting
let them
them
cook.
just go.
I think most of the movie they just let him go, and I think that's where they messed up, because
Name
everybody
one
knows.
part of the movie where Eddie Murphy was doing something funny. I can't think of one part.
No, I'm saying they just let them go. I'm saying to the point where it didn't. I'm saying it wasn't funny because they were just trying to catch that magic that they had in part one. Like for instance, like you look at the movie, there's no evolving from the movie. It looked like a step back. If you look at part one, right? Part one, Joe, you can almost say it was a serious movie with some funny shit in it because they kept it serious. You can almost say, you look at the general, right? When he first tried to introduce the arranged marriage.
That fucking walk.
Yo, hold on. They were elegant. They looked like some type of stature. You're like, yo, Zamunda's this place. Fast forward, you bring in fucking Wesley Snipes, which he could have been that same thing because that dude's supposed to be his father. He came in like a fucking warlord, fucking running Liberia. And I was like, yo, what, like, why did this fucking, like, did Zamunda lose money or something? Like, what the hell? All this shit, you got childhood soldiers now. That part wasn't funny.
He wasn't from Zamunda.
Right.
He was from a land called Nextdoria.
Right. But the thing is, right, but what I'm saying
Hold
is
on,
that...
wait. My nigga. The place he's from is called Nextdoria.
Right.
The nigga lives in a place that was next door to Zamunda, and the name of the place is called Nextdoria.
Nextdoria.
I'm sorry, that is hilarious.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
What I'm saying is that, how did your father go from general to you go to warlord with freaking childhood soldiers? No, it's not. No,
it is funny. I didn't like that. That's funny, but I didn't like how Eddie Murphy was a punk. Like,
it's not even
supposed to be the king. Like the fuck?
No, it's not even that. He was like even super foreign. Like the whole way that whole shit came about is like they just got Wi-Fi. They just got Wi-Fi and found out what the fuck was going on in America. The whole fleet. That joke was trash. He's like, yeah, my doctor said I'm on fleet. I'm like, yo, and why you talking super African now? Like, yo, you sound like a made up African now.
Hold on.
That's not funny.
Time out.
He sounded a little bit better. He sounded better. He sounded a little better.
Time out.
He sounded the same in part one. Because when they went to the game, when they went to the basketball game, he was like, yes! Like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, he sounded extra.
It came off a little bit authentic.
Hold on, wait. They definitely turned up the accent a bit. They did. They turned it up a bit. But they had to. Because the first one in the first movie, their accents were trash. They barely had an African accent. And this one, they turned it up a little bit, and it sounded weird to us because we've seen the other movie.
A little bit buffoonish.
But hold on. And then my other point. My other point is the fleet joke would have worked if they didn't use something so outdated as fleet. Because fleet is like 7, 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, but that was a good joke. That joke was.
But at the end of the joke, the little girl said, "Don't use fleek anymore." Yeah. So it showed that it was outdated. Like that.
But I'm saying,
he's like,
way
"What? I can't
outdated.
use fleek. I like fleek." So nobody uses fleek now.
Like, but still, it was like, it's like I felt like they were set back. Like it was set back. There was no evolving. Like the world evolved, but Zamunda didn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I don't know. I was disappointed, but I was okay with it because my expectation wasn't high, because trying to follow up after Coming to America 1 and then you try to do that with 2, no, that's not happening.
Yeah, I think a lot of people had really high expectations.
And I don't know why.
And that's why that they're just, because they really love the movie. They were huge fans and they really loved the movie and thought it was going to be that.
But that's like, you know what I'm saying? If anybody steps away from their craft for that long and comes back and you have high expectations, that's just wrong. That's too much pressure on the people. That's just wrong. Nobody's going to be that good. Nobody.
Yo, I say
Michael Jordan went to the Wizards and was terrible.
Yo, but he brought him to the playoffs for the first time ever. So at the same time,
he was terrible.
Yo, no, he wasn't terrible. He was 43 years old. He was 43 years old, but he was
That's
still
my
averaging
point.
20 something.
That's my point.
But he was still averaging 20 something, and he brought a team to the playoffs for the first time ever. So that right there is still a win. That right there is still a win.
All right. Okay, sure.
I'm just saying.
Because you like to argue.
No, it's not.
All I'm saying is it wasn't the same Michael Jordan that left that came back. That's all I'm saying.
No, it wasn't.
So
The same way it's not the same.
Of course not.
The same way it's not the
That's
same.
all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. We heard you.
You gotta use a better comparison than that.
Right.
You gotta use a better comparison.
Right. I need a better comparison.
Yeah. Jordan is that's different.
Yeah, I need
Put
a better comparison.
Put it like this.
It would be like if Eddie Murphy did Coming to America 2 30 years later, that's what it would be like.
Shut the hell up.
It's like
Because apparently whatever you do in
if
comparison, it
Chris
has to be the
Tucker
same thing for
does
this nigga.
But it's like if Chris Tucker does Friday. Didn't we just say he can't do Friday? He don't got it no more. Eddie Murphy tried to come back. And
I said he could.
Didn't somebody
I said he could.
just had this?
I said he could, depending on the
way.
writing.
No
I said he
way
could, depending on the writing. Yo, I said he runs a dispensary, and I'm saying he has some young comedians in there.
But
of course that could work. Of course that could work. It all depends on the writing.
But no, but
like I said,
his character, he's done too many rush hours, so his insides can't turn on smoky.
He could he could be involved. He could be an involved character.
He's done too many fucking Dr. Doolittles to fucking turn on Raw. He's done too many Dr. Doolittles to turn on Raw. Like, it's just you kind of lose a little bit.
But Rob at different times though.
But all right, so
but Rob was coming to
Cobra has a
America?
point.
Sorry.
He has a point. You could come back and be successful. I'm not saying you can't be successful. I'm just saying the success won't be near what it was before.
Put it like this: you look at Ed O'Neill. You know who Ed O'Neill is, right?
Yeah, Al Bundy.
Or you bring your character back different.
Al Bundy, right? Let me see. Look at Al Bundy. What Coming to America? We're Married with Children, right?
Yeah.
When Married with Children came on, after Married with Children was over, this nigga Al Bundy couldn't get anything because he was always going to be Al Bundy. He was no longer Ed O'Neill. He was always Al Bundy. He was stuck in that character.
Yeah.
Along comes what's the show?
Modern Family, where he's playing
Al Bundy, but he's playing an evolved character of Al Bundy because of the writing and the direction of it is going good. And that character becomes, you could say, almost bigger than Al Bundy almost, or just about. So there's ways you can do it, but it all has to be in the writing and it has to be an evolved form character.
I agree with you. And that's what Coming to America was missing. It was in the writing. They didn't evolve him. They tried to probably keep him to original.
And here's what I'm going to shatter. Here's what I'm going to shatter your theory. Because one, Al Bundy is not Jay Pritchard. They're not the same characters at all.
Okay.
Jay Pritchard was a successful, loving businessman who is now semi-retired and has a hot younger wife and takes care of his grandkids and shit. That's not Al Bundy. He's not playing the same guy.
So you can't say hold on, wait. Go ahead.
So and then on the other side of that coin is it's perfectly possible for you to be Urkel, and then in 30 years later, you get famous under another character. That could happen.
Of course that could happen.
That can happen, sure. And that's what happened with Ed O'Neill. This is not the same, right, as Akeem 30 years ago and then Akeem today. That's not a fair comparison to use your fucking logic.
I think it is.
That's not a fair comparison.
I think it is because based off the character Al Bundy, he hated his job. He always hated his job. He always wanted a hot wife. All right. He always wanted a hot wife. But one thing, he was always a family man, always took care of his family.
He never wanted a wife. He wanted a hot chick. He never wanted. That's not the same character. Jay Pritchard is a different dude than Al Bundy. Period.
Like I said, I feel he's an evolved character. Everything that Al Bundy wanted, this evolved character or this new person is living that in some way, shape, or form, to the point where you could grow with that character. You still have the same sentiments of that character and still keep it in that structure, but it's still a different character. And it's still a character that we can sing that we could reference to it, but we know that's not that character.
With Hakeem,
nah. Like that's what I think it is. And with Hakeem, he could have been the same character, but I just felt that he just didn't evolve. To me, it looked like Zamunda was saying they was in a recession and some shit was going on. They was in Civil War.
I didn't like how the girls couldn't leave the country. Girls couldn't own businesses. Like, what the hell? Zumanda, this is 2021. They couldn't own businesses? What the fuck?
Like, yeah.
You know,
yeah,
women were voting
but
by then.
Overall, I could watch it again. I'll watch it again. Maybe.
I'm gonna watch it again tomorrow.
But it was, I say it was like, you know, it was 2 stars away from being a Disney movie, a Disney special.
And
Yeah.
I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I'll tell you that much. So
me too.
I think that's fine. I'm telling you, certain people that popped out, I'm not gonna kill it for people who ain't seen it. And that's another thing. People was killing the movie at 9:00
on Thursday.
On
bro.
Thursday.
Like,
Killing it.
up. But I guess that's the new wave because now you can see things early. It's kind of like when people was watching Power. They were watching Power the night before and telling people who died.
Keith, there's one person who is related to you.
My cousin.
Who was giving minute-to-minute updates on the movie.
Yo!
I had to put my phone down. I was like, nigga.
I know.
Yo.
And that's what, like, but that's the same person who used to do it for me when I was watching Power. Or like people just do that. Like they don't have respect, like no social media respect for people who may or may not have seen the movie yet.
This person was up there, Kylie in like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Kylie! No,
Kylie does that?
No.
You just put your review up there.
I used to.
You gotta wait.
I used to do it, but I didn't do it to that point like that. Like I'd say one thing and then I realized, I'm kind of fucking up for everybody else. But then again, also there's an unwritten rule that if you know the hot shit that's coming out that everybody's talking about, everybody wants to see, you stay off the internet for a day or two because there's no controlling it.
Yeah.
You have to stay. You saying you have to.
That is true because I stayed off. By the time when I put my post like who's watching it at midnight, that person told me that it was on at 7, and I was like, great. And I knew to stay off the internet. Like I didn't go back on Facebook or Twitter because I didn't want to see people's opinions. And I was even low key nervous. I'm like, I hope no one puts something on Instagram like, oh, this movie sucked or whatever. Because I want to wait till I want to watch it and have my own opinion before seeing other people's opinions about it.
Here's my problem with that. That is true. It's a shame to say, but you have to stay away from social media if there's something coming out you want to see. But here's the thing, though. I will forget that it's coming out.
Yep.
I'm living my fucking life.
Yeah.
I'm in between doing things at work, and I'll pick up my phone, and the fucking first thing, it spoils what I was looking forward to. First thing.
And sometimes you forget that the shit's coming on, and the way they spoiled it made you remember. Be like, oh shit, this is on tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like when the episode of Snowfall comes out, I stay the fuck off the internet until I watch that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
It's a goddamn shame.
Yeah, the internet.
It
takes over now.
She was literally doing minute-to-minute updates. Like, I like that part. That was funny. This part right here.
I blocked her. What? I had to block her. I already knew she was gonna start. Once she said it was starting it now, or like people can watch it now, I was like, bet. I don't need to be up here because between you and like 95% of whoever else wants to just feel like, oh, well, it's my page. I can write what I want. Like, bitch, come on. Like,
but to her credit, she didn't go into too much detail. Like, because I saw her things and I don't remember anything being specifically ruined. I just saw what it was about and go, oh no, and I would stop reading.
Strolling, you know what I mean? Yeah. Nah, she's dumb. She always does shit like that. I'm like, Yana, why do you fucking do that?
I'm not saying no names. You throwing names out there. You out there driving.
He said, hold on. Oh, it's still recording. I thought he stopped. No, I just looked up. I was like, oh, he said, hold on. Let me get some popcorn. What you eating?
There's this place called Pittsburgh Popcorn.
Oh, yeah, you had me. I knew you were eating popcorn. I was like, I think I got the white smart.
This popcorn is called sweet and salty. Let me show you this other one I got. This place is bananas.
Let me go get it.
Popcorn. This place I go to called Pittsburgh Popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, crazy. They got like different flavors of popcorn. They be putting shit on it and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Like this popcorn right here is called sweet and salty. It's sweet and salty kettle. It's kettle.
Oh, I love kettle.
Yo, it's fucking crazy. And then this I went there with a shorty.
Mm-hmm.
And this bag right here, nigga. This shit right here. Can you see in the motherfucker?
Yeah, I can see that.
Nigga,
I can see that right there.
There's 2 types. One is peanut butter chunk, and the other is chocolate, double chocolate something. Chocolate and peanut butter popcorn.
Picture screen.
Look at this shit. It's like weed.
Smell that.
Yo, Kishana, look.
Okay, what?
Popcorn, Pittsburgh popcorn. This one is called, I have 2 flavors in this box, in this bag. This is peanut butter chunk and chocolate something or other it's called. And if you can see that.
Wow, that looks good.
And then some of the pieces are like totally chocolated out. It's bomb.
I never had chocolate popcorn.
Picture screen, man. There we go.
I never had chocolate popcorn. Is that good?
It's amazing.
No, I never even thought about chocolate popcorn.
My all-time favorite kettle corn. Do they make it out the kettle right there?
Do they make you was ready? Do they make you ready to fight somebody over there?
Yo, they make it right there, and you see them making it, and they got like different kinds of cheese ones. It's crazy.
Yeah, because I remember
they chocolate and peanut butter, nigga.
Yeah, I don't really like chocolate and peanut butter on my popcorn.
You never had caramel corn?
Yeah, caramel.
Yeah,
Yeah, caramel like the toffee. Yeah, caramel and toffee. I don't like chocolate stuff.
It's oh, come on, bro.
I hate chocolate. I hate cheese on my popcorn too. I always hated cheese on popcorn.
I like cheese.
The orange cheese, like Smart Food. Yeah, I hate Smart Food. Smart Food
is delicious.
God, I hate Smart Food.
Smart Food is amazing.
I hate that shit. Oh my gosh.
So listen, y'all need to come to Pittsburgh. We'll go down to the Strip District and get some Pittsburgh popcorn.
I'm supposed to be there week 2, April week 2.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna get some. Y'all definitely want some of that. That's like, you ever go to the apple orchard where they got it, where they're cooking it right there on the kettle? Oh my gosh.
I never been to the apple orchard, but I heard
kettle
about
corn sweet?
Yeah, sweet and salty.
Most of it, yeah. Most of it is sweet.
Oh,
I've never had kettle corn.
It is the best. It is the best. So yeah, so where do we want to go? So we talked about coming to America. Cancel culture. We talk about cancel culture. So recently, this week, it's been brought to everybody's attention that they're getting rid of 6 Dr. Seuss books for some racial undertones and images and everything like that in the Dr. Seuss books. There's 6 of them. Dr. Seuss books. There's one's called "And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street," "If I Ran to the Zoo," "McElliot's Pool," "On Beyond Zebra," "Scrambled Egg Super," and "A Cat's Quizzer." So, there's been all this stuff. There's all this talking about, they're trying to get rid of the books, in circulation. They should put a disclaimer on it. A whole bunch of shit, because these books were basically written in like the 50s and the 60s. We all know it's a different time and everything, and the imagery and everything that saying that they would show. What's your thoughts on that? Should it be canceled? Saying, should we leave it alone? Actually, it's anything in general. Especially when it comes to tweets, when you have someone, you pull up something from 20 years ago, something that they did, and now it's a whole 20 years later, and we're crucifying them for something that they said 20 years ago. Like, how do you feel about that? Do you sick of cancel culture?
So here's my problem with cancel culture. Cancel culture prevents us from having a dialogue with people who see things differently than us. A lot of times we'll slap the racist thing on people, and sometimes it's not racist. It's not them purposely being racist. It's them being ignorant, or it's them just having a difference of opinion. And I feel like with cancel culture, the dialogue is going to stop, and people who have these deep-seated, almost hatred. I don't want to say hatred, but like some deep-seated kind of not liking of something are going to keep it to themselves now. And whenever that happens, things get worse.
So, 2 different things. With the books, I feel like they should just arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor and everyone else that's killing all of these people. I I've read Dr. Seuss books, but the ones that you mentioned, I don't think I've ever read maybe any of them. I think two sound familiar to me. So whatever those racist ones are obviously not ones that are in mainstream production or even, on mainstream schools list or whatever, what is it? The scholastics list or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like with the books, you definitely want to not send the wrong message and not have kids reading about things that may be racist or whatever. So I get that piece, but also there's other things you can do to make the world better, and that's hold people accountable for the murders and the things that they've done. So that would be much better as far as to help culture. And then to go to cancel culture with pulling up people's old tweets, I don't think you should do that. Like, everyone has a past, everyone has some type of growth, some type of story about them. So that does not mean that's how they stand and what they feel. Like, I'm pretty sure we've said stuff on our MySpace or Twitter back in the day that if we even look at it
stuff
now,
on here that'll get us fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. But even if we look at that shit that we said now, we would be like, damn, why the fuck did I say this? Or I see memories that pop up on my Facebook and I laugh. Like, ooh, the growth in life that, like, of the stuff that I was writing in 2006 versus the stuff that I would write now. So yeah, no, I definitely agree. It cancels that objective dialogue. If we don't see the same things the same, we should be able to have a healthy conversation about that and not slap labels on people or not cancel them. But then people who are, hey, I've been raping kids since I was 12, and you can see that back in 99, they've been talking about it on their Twitter, like, absolutely. So, like, you can hold people, I guess, accountable for their mistakes if they're still making them, but not trying to go back and pull some old shit. Nah, that's fine.
Because I think there's a difference between something you said and something you say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can say something, but that don't mean you stand on it and you die by it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, a white person could have said nigga once, but that doesn't mean that they say nigga.
Well, so some people, and that's tough for me. That's tough for me. That really is, because my brain doesn't want to dismiss them for it. But my heart is like, fuck you forever. You know what I'm saying?
No, I can understand. I would be able to understand a white person may have said nigger before, because if they listen to any hip hop, that's all you hear. So just by hearing it, you may have said it before. But is it something that you say?
Well, I'm not talking about that.
You're not talking about that. You're talking about the context of malice.
Who gets mad.
Yeah, so
and calls you a nigger.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, but hold on. Logically, if you think about it with your brain, that is not automatically canceled. It's not. My heart and fire in me will say, fuck you forever. But if you think about it logically, a person is going to say the most hurtful thing they can to you. If you are gay, they're going to say F word. If you're fat, you're the fat fuck. If you're black, if you're short, if you're tall, if you're a woman, anything that has a negative word for it, when the person gets mad, if the person gets mad enough. Now, I'm not saying everybody does that, because I never got mad at no gay person that called them the F word, because I think that's a sign of a weaker, lesser person, in my opinion. But weaker, lesser, not necessarily racist.
Yeah. No. I agree with you 100%. Like, hurt people will say the most hurtful shit to get you saying, to make it sting back. If like, damn, they hurt me real bad, I'm gonna call you the F word. I'm gonna call you N and all this and everything like that, because you want to sting them, just how you can say that's how hurt you feel.
And I never understood that. Like, what's wrong with people? Like, what makes you that bad that you want to dig up the most hurtful thing and say to somebody? I've never gotten there in my life.
Yo, yeah. And it's like, even if I did,
it speaks volumes on people's character when they do that.
I definitely think it reveals like a weaker character, but I can't say that person is fucked up and racist. No,
I won't say that. I definitely won't say that. But as far as with the books,
they say it enough, absolutely, they're fucked up and racist.
But it's just like what we were just saying, though. Something you said and things that you say are two different things.
I don't know. Yeah, like what you call, like, as far as like with the books and everything like that. I mean, you don't have to get them out of here, but you can put a disclaimer on it.
Those books should be educational pieces. They should read those books and talk about it with the kids.
Because
they should talk about bullying with the kids. not say stop bullying. They should talk about bullying.
Yeah, leave them there. Yeah, leave them there. Just put a disclaimer on there. Just put a disclaimer, whatever. Just like how you gotta do with music. When there's offensive language and content and everything. Put a little, disclaimer on there, and that's it. There's no reason to change because at the same time, those books were written in a certain time. So in a certain time, certain things were legal. Certain things, certain things that was just the way of the world.
And we need to ask why. That's the thing. They don't want us to go into why.
No, they don't want you. Yeah, they don't want you to know why.
That's it.
Why was this okay?
Exactly. For how many years?
Yeah, like right now, a big thing is TikTok. TikTok's trying to get Eminem out of here because of his past content. And I'm like, that's not gonna happen. Because in the 90s, how we were saying in late 90s, in early 2000s, the way we was talking and everything like that, I'm like, yo, at the time, yeah, it was acceptable. My
nigga. My nigga and my niggers. Listen. Listen.
You're stupid.
I don't know why, but something happened that reminded me of what's the movie? I hate it. It's Exhale. Waiting to Exhale, right? I seen that movie a million times. I hate every minute of it, right?
I think I know what you're talking about.
With Donald Faison? With Donald Faison?
Okay, no, I thought
no, not that part. No. When he called her funky.
I thought he called her a rotten bitch or something like that.
No, you raggedy bitch is what he said.
Yo, as a kid, hearing that shit was the most hilarious part when he said, "You raggedy bitch." Yo, the way he said it, that nigga was pissed.
Listen,
and he meant it.
Listen. My dad has never called my mother the B word, but if he ever did, that was my dad.
Yes,
that was my dad.
He's like, "You raggedy."
Say,
what do you listen to that?
Yo, he just standing out there drunk, angry, knowing he wrong. Like if you watch the movie again, you can tell he knew he was wrong. Like you raggedy bitch. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about though.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
Yo, but she roasted him. Yo, hot ass leatherware in the summertime.
Yeah. And it was hot. It was fucking hot.
Yo, she said leatherwear in the summertime. I was done. Anyway, the part in the movie where Loretta Devine catches Donald Faison getting some sloppy toppy from the white girl. And she says, if your father wasn't gay, I would send you to live with him. And then Donald Faison goes, what? My father's a fag? And he flips out. He's like, my father's a faggot. And he starts yelling that, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking to for whatever reason, that scene popped into my head. And I was like, yo, that shit would not fly nowadays. That scene, like, but look at the implication there. She said, if your father wasn't gay, I send you to live with him.
Yeah.
So that right there is fucked up. Like, your father's gay, so therefore he can't be a father anymore. Right? So
that's like that.
Donald Faison is all fucked up about the fact that his dad is gay, so much so that the heat is off of him for sneaking out of school and getting some brains. The heat is off of him now. Now he's a victim. In the movie, he's the victim in that scene. That whole scene is played up like he's a victim because his dad is gay.
Because his dad is gay. That's crazy.
And this was a movie written, I believe it was written by a Black woman, wasn't it?
I think so.
I don't know. I think I've only seen this movie once in my life.
I do not know why I've seen that movie so much, and I hate it.
I've seen it a lot of times.
But
because you had a Black mom.
Because
I had a Black mama.
Everybody in that movie was terrible.
You were young though, because we was like what, early high school when it came out. Yeah.
Everybody in that movie's terrible. All the men are terrible. All the women are terrible. The kids. The only person who was decent was Gregory Hines. Rest in peace.
He was decent. Yeah, he was decent. But yeah, man. The whole cancel culture, man. It's just like, yo. I mean, what I've done in the past. Remember the time? It's mostly the whole cancel culture shit. It's these young progressive hip hop Thundercat motherfuckers.
Hip hop
That's what it
Thundercat,
is. I'm
motherfucker.
saying that's what it is. It's these young kids. I'm saying these youngers. I'm saying that don't know shit. I'm saying they've only been on fucking Earth 25 years. And now want to, oh my God, that was just so wrong. I listened to this song back in the day. It was just so wrong. Yeah, we need to get him out of here. Yo, remember, get the fuck out of here. Yo.
So they're trying to
remember
cancel
the times
Eminem because of that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What did he say? Oh, what
in
did
his
he
music?
say? Shit.
A lot of
like,
shit he said stuff like he used the F word. He did crazy shit.
Yeah, kidnapping women, torturing, like killing them, and all that stuff like that. Yeah,
and the
about
song
suicide.
"Guilty Conscience," he talks about drugging a girl and raping her.
Yeah. Exactly.
But so here's the thing with the cancel culture crew. They want the hurtful things to not exist.
Yeah.
The problem is those things exist, and we need to talk about why they exist so that we can verify that they won't exist again. You can't just erase it. That's what cancel culture does, because they don't want us to ask why was it okay.
And I hate the whole. I mean,
the whole propaganda.
And cancel culture is bullshit too, because most of it is just selective. I'm saying selective. Fucking.
Oh hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all selective.
Yeah.
Say selective.
Because Donald Trump can be president.
Of course.
There ain't nobody outraged about him grabbing pussies.
That's what it is.
Yo, listen, if Barack Obama married a supermodel, even if she wasn't a titty flick star like his wife. Whoa. Being in titty flicks doesn't make you a whore. Okay?
It doesn't.
That hoe is a hoe.
It doesn't make you a whore.
That hoe was a hoe.
She was a supermodel who married a rich man. And I'm not mad at her for that.
Who's not?
I'm not mad at her.
All supermodels marry rich men.
When she found out that nigga was running for president, she was like, come on, really? Like, we don't need this. Please. Please.
Please, sugar on top. Oh, man. Yeah. So
she's the real victim.
Culture.
Melania Trump is the real victim.
No, she ain't. She just she's on the same shit as him. She's on that same shit as him. Like, she's on that same bullshit. Like, she don't give a fuck. Like, they was talking about the kids in the cages. She was like, well, they're better off there because they could have got kidnapped and sold into this and sold into that.
So you truly believe that she is able to say what the fuck she wants to say?
No, that was
So you believe that anything that comes out of her mouth isn't scripted for her?
Of course it is.
Come on, nigga. She's not speaking her mind. She's a hostage.
No. This was a secret recording between her and her friend, and she didn't know her friend recorded her. And now that's what I'm saying, and the friend ended up putting it on a tell-all book and everything like that. And then she used reference points of where she got it from. And so now they was trying to stop that book and all that shit. So she really truly believes on that bullshit. Like, yo, she forgets. She forgets she's a foreigner. She living that American dream. She would probably spent the first 13 years of her life in a cage.
She's sorry for them niggas.
Yeah, she definitely don't feel sorry.
Like, what? She was like, does the cage have a urinal in it? Because mine didn't. Like,
yeah, they're fine.
Comes to the point, she said, yo, the kids will be off. I'm saying the kids will be better off in those cages compared to the conditions. I'm saying that they had to come. I'm saying that they came from to come here.
And she probably came from conditions where she would have been better off in a cage, was the reason why she said that shit.
But my thing is she actually believes that shit. She really does. And it was just crazy. And that's when a lot of people were shocked, like, oh shit, she's on that shit too.
Nigga, Melania Trump is from Sokovia. You know what Sokovia is?
Yes. Isn't that where
Yeah. Sokovia is the place that the Avengers blew up. That's where she's from.
Yeah.
Where the land like lifted and
basically
Ultron lifted up her country and blew it up.
And dropped it there's a slight country, chance. Right? Didn't they lift it and drop it on someone else?
Yeah. So there's a slight chance. Yeah. So there's a slight chance she may be related to the Scarlet Witch or Quicksilver. There's a slight chance.
Related to the Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
Quicksilver.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is too much.
Free Melania Trump. She's a victim. And she's a hostage.
No, fuck that. No, we don't do that. No, we don't do that. Speaking of free.
Hostages. Okay,
Go ahead.
Speaking
I
of
thought
sausages,
hostage.
I'm hungry.
You're free. Have you guys heard? Have you guys heard about the first city giving back reparations to the blacks
I
in their
have not
community?
heard about this.
So in Evanston, Illinois, is the first city in America to suburb in Chicago, a little town in Chicago area, that agreed to give blacks in that community reparations. The eligibility, in order to be eligible, you have to have a relative or ancestor live in that town between 1919 and 1969 in order to be eligible to receive those reparations. And basically what the reparations are, it's a housing reparation. So it's either giving you 25,000, it's either giving you 25,000 to buy a new house, 25,000 to make repairs on your house, or 25,000 to pay off your mortgage or something like that. And I guess what that town is doing, because marijuana just became legal in Illinois, they're taking the tax on the Illinois on the
weed.
marijuana on the weed, and basically that whole tax referring it right to that. I'm saying it's being referred right to that town, and at the same time, the state of Illinois pledged $10 million over 10 years. Also, so that's how they're basically able to take care of their reparations.
You want to give poor, disenfranchised people reparations. You have to teach them to not be poor. You can't just give them shit, because I've seen it out here. I don't know. I read something about Lil Wayne and them paying the rent for everyone who lived in the Magnolia Projects, paying their rent for like a year or something like that.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna fix poor folks by giving them shit. You have to teach them shit.
But it's not about
fix it.
But it's not about even teaching them. It's just basically that's his back pay. That's his back pay. Regardless if you teaching them or not, niggas is still owed back pay, regardless. And I don't want to hear no other talking about, reparations could come in many forms. Nah, nigga, it's either coming in fucking money or it's coming in property. That's how the fucking shit I'm saying. That's how the shit should come. I don't want to hear about free education.
Yeah, whoa, hold on. So if you give poor, ignorant people money and land, they're just gonna fuck it off.
Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Maybe they won't.
That's not a fact. Some people may, some people may not. But you have to understand, a lot of the people that are the majority of people who are poor, fucked up ghetto people are poor, fucked up ghetto people from systematic oppression that happened from reparations that was never given. So they never had a fair chance to be anything more than a poor ghetto Black person. So, or, minority.
So money's going to fix it.
No, I'm not saying money's
going to
fix it.
I'm not saying money's going to fix it. Nope. But it's going to give you your chance at your fair start. Now, if you're fucked up too much mentally that you're going to go blow this on a Gucci bag and some Prada shoes or whatever the fuck else you want to look good for the night, or go spend it on weed or crab legs or whatever the fuck these people are going to do with their fucking money, then that's what happens. But some people will take it and make it into something, like he said, it can buy them a house. So a lot of people who you're renting, we're all renting. Shit, we don't have property, we don't have land. If we had land, if we had property to put our rent or our mortgage half of what our rent is, you'll be able to stack more money, you'll be able to do more things in life and have more financial freedom to just have that. So the reparations are not going to fix the fucked up shit that they did to us for over 400 years, but it's going to give us a chance at a fair shot. Now, whatever the fuck people do with their money, they do. It's like the stimulus check. That doesn't mean that people don't deserve it. Just because they might fuck it off, white people might fuck it off too. There's a lot of poor white people.
I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I'm not saying that at all. The poor, disenfranchised folks in this country do deserve money and all of that. If you give poor, ignorant people money, they're going to do what poor, ignorant people do with money.
Of course. But what I'm saying also, along with these reparations, as far as in the country, they could, before they give reparations, they can implement all types of programs saying, hey, we're going to give you this money, but before you get this money, these are courses and programs and everything like that we're setting up by Black people. So we don't say so you don't feel that we're trying to cheat you and get you into investment, get you into doing
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because out here, there's this dude. I forget his name. He became a millionaire. He's from a place out here called Garfield Projects, and he became a millionaire. He bought land and property and shit. And when he became a millionaire, he bought the projects that he grew up in, tore it down, built houses there, and let people live there for dirt cheap. Beautiful houses, dirt cheap. Go to Garfield right now. That shit is terrible.
Yeah.
Yo, it is fucked up. Yo, those people fucked that place up. It's just all messed up. You cannot put a Band-Aid on it. Giving the money to put the Band-Aid on it.
Of course.
You have to go into the hood and educate the folks. You have to teach them trade, send them to trade schools. You have to do all of that. If you just say, but this is what we were talking about. If you just say, here's your house, here's your money, good luck, Quattrell.
Well, first of all, he said that it's just in that one little town, so we don't know if those people are all poor and fucked up. And then second of all, that's also what part of reparations is defunding the police will do, is because you're going to offer those programs in those inner communities that are now fucked up. Like, there's a lot of people who do make it and do shit like that and give away a bunch of free shit, and then those people still stay stuck. They still stay stuck and they still fuck up, like, the nice housing now it looks like projects. I'm pretty sure like 60 years ago, them houses were beautiful. And now they probably look like trash, like legit some projects. Like
not even this place is maybe 15 years old. And it looks like the projects now.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm talking about cars.
But you have to also like you said, get involved in it. So you can't just give them free stuff and like, hey, you have this, set them up so they can do better.
And that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it could be so many underlining things. I'm saying to the point where the city, or I'm saying the city or the state takes over, and then I'm saying they're trying to cut corners and everything like that just to make a profit. All kinds of bullshit and everything like that can go into that. But yeah, I'm saying, like I was saying, I think it's a great idea. If say that reparations, say that reparations laws passed, whatever, we're getting such an amount of money, there should be hope that there is some type of programs, instruction, I'm saying put in place so people can learn how to invest their money, take care of a property, or do whatever they want with it. Like, there should be something like that. But again, there are some ignorant niggas out there be like, yo, fuck that. I'm gonna take this money, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do some shit that I never did before, and then I'll get back to that other shit. But unfortunately, that's what it is. But like, yeah, I understand.
People like us and majority of the people that were around, if we got reparations, we're thinking on that other level. But like I say,
some people we know,
85% of the population is gonna fuck that money up and be fucked up with a nice house.
But in that way, all right,
but that's what
fine.
The person is.
But that's fine. I'm saying that's fine. But at the same time,
still got what you owe.
Yo, give motherfuckers a chance. Cause we're not saying that everybody's gonna. I'm saying take this and flip it, and everybody's gonna get rich. Nah, just like every white person wasn't a slave owner, and every white person benefited financially or economically through slavery. I'm saying definitely not. But there's always gonna be that. There's always gonna be that class that's gonna fuck some shit up and live like that and be cool with that. But to us, to whoever who wants to make something of that,
but the us that you're speaking about, we are the minority in that. We're the minority in that.
But that's 15. But that's what 15 or 20% more of people that are out of that situation.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'd rather it be more than 15%, nigga. I'd rather it be 45, 80, 100.
Okay, now then it's up to us to actually help out other brothers and sisters out. Like, yeah, I know you did this, but I did this, so I could probably do this for you and try to get you out of here and try to get you into a better situation. But you know what I'm saying? So there's so many ways to do that too.
But the 15% of us are supposed to do what the government failed to do.
The government has to start with that. So maybe before they give us our money, they start with doing what the fuck was right and fixing these inner cities and fixing these projects. Like there's a lot of housing, like you speak of, there's a lot of people living in real poverty. There's a lot of people struggling with no jobs, like really out here fucked up because of what the government failed to do. So maybe they all sign on, but to Kylie's point, it shows that it's doable. It's actually doable to give Black people money. If they fucking legalize marijuana through all the states and tax them, and all the taxes go to all the Black people, because what the fuck, let people out that you locked up over marijuana. We fucking built this shit for free and got nothing from it. Our ancestors have built this place for free and had got nothing from it. So give us the money, give us the education for free, give us the knowledge of how to make this money work for us, you know, fix our cities, fix our communities, and let us be equal. But they will never do that because they're inferior to us. They don't want us to take over.
And the crazy thing is, right? And the crazy thing is, hold on, right? The crazy thing is that, right, the city or the state, they pledged 10 million over 10 years, whatever, right? Or whatever it is. When the first dispensary opened up, they made $11 million in 1 week. So that tax they use, that ain't shit compared to what they're gonna make in sales. You know what I'm saying? And also another thing is, giving people money and everything like that. Not everybody knows how to make something from nothing. A lot of people don't know how to make it from scratch. Some people may need to start a kit. You know what I'm saying? Some people may, some people may need to have you start their process first, and then I'll take it from here. You know, as far as like I'm saying, look at money. Like you give a person enough money to run a dispensary, I'm pretty sure some of these Black dudes out here, I'm saying people color of us, whatever, will learn how to do some shit. But some people just need that starter kit to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of it will come from it, but we won't know until we get that. And that's back on money.
So just to be clear, because the argument is getting sort of fuzzy. I never said don't give Black people money. Just to be clear, I never said don't give Black people money, right? I think we are all in agreement. I think the only thing, like we all agree that it can't just be money and property. It has to be money, property, and some sort of education. I think we all agree that. I think the only thing that the three of us are in disagreement about is the amount of people who will take advantage and the amount of people who will fuck it off. I think that's the only thing we're not in agreement on. Like I think that people the majority will fuck it off.
Yeah, a lot of people are gonna fuck it up. A lot of people are fucking up the stimulus checks now.
Yeah,
like people who made too much and couldn't get it, that like could have really did something with it, and then there's people that got it and like fucked it up and spent it on nothing, like did nothing with it. You had all this free money, all this extra time to do more in life, and then people just took trips to Miami, Puerto Rico.
I mean, if you spent it on
Mexico,
man, listen, if you spent it on your bills, if you spent it on if you spent it on, let's say, if you spent it on some food, I'm saying you spent it on some groceries or some bills just to get ahead for 1 month, you did the right thing. More power to you. You know what I'm saying? But all the other motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, who, you know what I'm saying, book them cheap Miami flights, and I'm saying over there all-star
weekend. But I'm not mad at them either. If you broke and you get an opportunity to ball for a month, ball. I'm sorry. I'm not mad at you.
I'm not mad at that either. I'm saying just don't complain about it. I'm saying just don't complain about it.
I don't want you to have the mindset of if you're broke and you have the opportunity to ball for a month, then ball. No, if you're broke and you have an opportunity to take that money and make something so you can never be broke again and always ball, do that. Don't ball for a month. I'm not with that.
Yeah, I would definitely rather you do that. But if a poor motherfucker gets if a poor motherfucker gets $1,500, ball. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not expecting them to flip that. I'm not expecting
you to change the world with $1,500.
Yeah, I'm expecting just to pay some shit.
Yeah, but do something to set you up. Yeah, like you don't have to. I'm not saying okay, you can make your $1,500 and turn it into $1 million. No, not everybody's gonna be able to do that. However, but do something with your $1,500 that sets you up. Taking a trip or balling for a month on like alcohol and crab legs. Like, come on.
I'm sorry, I'm not mad at you because Next
I'm
month,
not mad at that either. I'm not mad
next,
at that either.
because next month you're gonna be starving again, and that $1,500 is gonna be gone. That $1,500 is not gonna get you out of the cycle you're in.
If you're still working, you're gonna get more money. So like pay ahead your bills, pay off some debt so then you can stop having bills. So then maybe you had like $1,000 left on your car note. Instead of going balling for a weekend, take that $1,500 you just got for free, pay the rest of your car note, and then you no longer have a car note for the rest of this next,
so
you know, like
so
you
I'm
can
talking
pocket
about
that $200 each
but
month going
I'm
forward.
talking about different people though, because for me, when and if I get my 15, I'm paying down things, which is going to propel me further because I'm working and I got things going on that are already propelling me further.
Yes.
But I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about poor folks who don't got that. I'm talking about poor people who that $1,500 is literally just going to pay something and then they're right back where they are next month.
Mhm.
Ball. I'm sorry, go ball.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go get the crab legs and alcohol that weekend.
Go ball.
I mean,
because that
Go get the crab legs.
$1,500 is gonna get you caught up for this month or next month, or maybe get you caught up for 2 months. And
But
that's
get some
all it
extra
will
groceries. Get some extra groceries. Make sure your gas tank is full. Or if you ride the bus, make sure
do.
you got enough bus
But
passes
don't
for
they
the
do
month.
that too,
You
or
know,
no? They just act stupid with it.
they just
some
act
do.
stupid.
Some do.
Because I look at it like Christmas. Like people talk about, poor people at Christmas. Some people, Christmas is the only time they get to feel good about themselves to spend some money.
Yeah.
It's the only time they get to feel. So go
Yeah.
ball. You go
Yeah,
be broke
especially if
next
you have
month
kids.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially if you have kids.
I'm not mad about that. Especially if you don't ever, if you don't ever have enough money to do all that, and now that you got it, live it up.
Now it's different if we talking about you getting thousands of dollars, you're getting a house, you're getting a car. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about if you getting that kind of stuff, like reparations type stuff. Now, okay, you got a little something, you can fix your situation. Don't fuck this up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that little funky ass $1,500, go buy your crab legs and get your hair done. I'm sorry.
Go get some.
Take your crab legs and get your hair done. That's the name of this episode.
I'm sorry. I'm not mad at nobody who acts stupid.
Go buy crab legs and get your hair done.
Yo.
It's crab leg season. They out here.
Yo.
Take your ass to StockX.
I want crab legs now. You're gonna make me want crab legs. Oh, go get the J's too. Go get the J's.
Exactly.
The J's and the PS5.
StockX.
Get your J's and your PS5. We talk about the shoe business now. Just segue.
The what?
Oh,
The shoe business.
it's fucked up. It's fucked
You
up.
can never.
The game
The shoe game is
trash.
fucked up.
The game
It's
is trash.
Let's just say it's trash.
Remember
But
back
with
in
more
the day?
information.
Remember back in the day, the minute you took a sneaker out of the store, it dropped in value.
Mhm.
Now the minute you take it out of the store, it triples in value.
Yeah, depending on the sneaker. Depending on the
Mhm.
sneaker. And the thing is that now, which I always knew, that we that we found out Nike is in cahoots with the whole reselling shit. Because the kid's mother was a big Nike exec, was giving this nigga money.
She's the president.
From the plug.
I mean, the
for all the
CEO.
Nike shoes.
Fuck
For all
that.
Nike
She's the
shoes.
CEO of the company.
Yeah.
Oh, what kid?
One of these
So
Nike
his little white
execs,
boy.
The one who was with Khaled?
Nah, I don't know if he's famous or not like that.
Because there's this little white kid who sells shoes, and he's famous for selling to celebrities and shit, and he's a millionaire now.
It's
probably
Probably could be him.
You know what?
Well,
Yep, it's probably him.
he was with Khaled on something.
it's
It
probably
could be probably him. Yep.
yeah, his mother's a Nike exec, and she's giving him the plug and all that free reign for all the sneakers and shit like that.
Yeah,
So
And he's been doing it for years.
It just makes me so mad, man. Like the disparities in this country, the leg up a lot of white folks have. It's just, and I'm not trying to get into some racist shit, but it's just the fact that your uncle or your aunt or your mother or your father, they have their foot in some door that opens it for you. Whereas me, my people that came before me depend on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, so they just got caught up because he used the mom's credit card to buy like a sneaker that released like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
So the
some
mom
sneakers,
instantly, so she instantly quit. She stepped down. So she no longer works for Nike. Cause obviously, like, bitch, like you have all of this, you have everything to do with this.
Yep.
So
Yeah, the whole resale game is just fucked up, man. It's like I can't stand going on the sneaker app, the Nike sneaker app, and it says comes out at 10 o'clock. You're waiting maybe at 9:30, sometimes 9:50. You're waiting for it, and then once it hits 10, let's say once it hits 10 o'clock, that shit says sold out. You're like, what the fuck? The whole sneaker bot shit. I hate that. I hate this whole resale game. It sucks. It really does. And everybody, it's like the whole the thing is Nike will put out a limited amount and everything, and people say everybody want to buy these shoes to be exclusive. But I'm like, yo, you're not gonna be exclusive. As long as Nike's dishing out fucking pairs and everything like that, you're not gonna be the only one or two. I'm saying two people that have the fucking Jordan 4s or something like that. Everybody's gonna have. So this whole exclusivity shit don't matter. Just put all those motherfuckers out like how you used to. I'm saying send 100 pairs. I'm saying to the store and everything, and yeah, it's like, what the fuck? There's no reason why I should come to the store and be like, yo, nah, sold out. No way.
Yeah.
No way. And like, yo,
do stores even get? I always be like, do stores even get sneakers anymore? Some stores still do. Some stores get very limited. It's like a very limited inventory. It's just like horrible. You got to know someone and know someone, or just work at the store and steal them yourself.
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing.
Really
the whole, but even with that, like Nike's even sending limited amounts to the stores because their whole thing, they can sell more online.
Yeah.
So it's just like unless you're like a certain boutique store, like one of them little stores that get the exclusive pairs and shit. But like places like Evelyn's,
but most people have just raffles.
Yeah, I heard Evelyn's lost their Nike contract. The Nike and Jordan contract, So it's just like because they didn't change with the times as far as like selling stuff online, especially with the pandemic. So they're sending all their sneakers to the store. People ain't coming to the store. They're not moving. Now they're like, yo, what do we need you for when we can do all this shit online? Yeah. So now, Evelyn's lost their contract, the Nike contract, or they're going to be losing their Nike contract. But going into like expressions and stuff like that, that's just depressing. They don't even got ill shit. And you're like, damn, that's why I get all my sneakers online. It's like, yo, it's like prehistoric in there. And so like, especially with the pandemic and everything, it's just like, yo, the whole, everything, the way everything's being sold, everything's sold online.
And everything's being sold online. But that's kind of the same for everything now because
so I'm saying
GameStop sucks because everything's online now. And you see what happened to Blockbuster.
Yep. But my thing is like, sometimes you want your shit now.
Yeah.
You don't want to wait 3 days.
I used to love going to the store, not knowing exactly what I was going to get and trying them on and all that stuff. And now it's click, and then it's your package has arrived. Oh, great, the sneakers are here.
No, or even with that, just buying certain shit online, like a sweater, whatever.
If I've never had them before, if I never bought this shoe before, I don't know how it fits. So it's like, damn, I don't even know if this shit runs small or big. So do I go?
Then you gotta do research.
Are they narrow?
You
gotta look around.
I bought a lot of the MF Doom stuff that I be wearing. I be getting from like not MF Doom, like from other places. And one of the places was in China. I bought a 3X. That shit is a medium.
Yeah.
I had to give 3 shirts to Pete because I couldn't fit them. Because I at first I was getting a 2 because a nigga slimmed down, is wearing a 2X now, no big deal. So I started ordering 2Xs, and the 2Xs was coming in me like a medium. So then I started getting 3, 4, a 4X in some of these places is like a large. It was like, it's crazy.
Yeah, because they're probably going with the symmetric system instead of the inches and just fucks everything up.
I don't know what the symmetric system is, but I think that's what they're using because it's fucked up.
Let's send me the shit.
Yep, the symmetric system.
Whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
It's a fucked up system of measurement.
They fucking up your shirts, B. It's not cool.
Because that shirt was definitely symmetric. It definitely was. It definitely was.
It was. You know what I'm talking about, though. You know what I'm talking about.
My nigga, I digs you with a shovel. I get it.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Yeah, but fuck that. Sneaker game's fucked up. Can't get sneakers no more. It sucks.
Yeah.
Just get them when you can.
I hate
I
it.
be taking L's left and right.
Yeah. So fucking. Anything else you guys wanna? Anything else you guys want to discuss? What's been going on throughout the week, or something griping you? Oh, there was one thing, right? There was one thing that I want to do. I don't think you guys even paid attention to what I sent. I wanted to
Talk about somebody we love or somebody.
yeah, an appreciation moment. I'm saying, was there a time, you know, saying someone that put you onto something, or that was valuable to you, how you shaped your life, or how you see things now, whatever. Some type of appreciation to show to that person. I got one of mine. I can go first. Shout out to my Uncle Jamie. Shout out to my Uncle Jamie. I remember one of the illest moments in my life. I remember coming home from the boys club in 6th grade, walking past my VCR, and the movie Juice was right in there. Juice just came out that same day. He went to the video store. He already saw it and already had it in the VCR. I remember walking past that. I was like, Juice. Look, and I was like, I had to push it in just to make sure it was. And it was Juice. My mom was like, you ain't watching that until you do your homework. I did my homework so fast. I watched that shit at least 3 times back to back. And I remember just from that point on, he's been my movie guy. He put me on to so many movies growing up. You got to watch this. You got to watch that. People Under the Stairs, The Dolls. Put me on to so many things. Like these movie moments, and the way I look at movies and view movies is because of him. So I want to show my appreciation to my Uncle Jamie. Shout out to him.
Okay, awesome. I'll piggyback off of that because I couldn't think of anything that was super inspirational, but I'll piggyback off of that. My cousin Derek, and he's cousin not by blood, he's cousin by marriage. And in the late 80s, I say maybe 89 is when I met him. And the late 80s and early 90s, he was basically my big brother. Picked me and Dana up, took us out places, put us on the shit. He introduced us. I don't want to say introduced us. He furthered our love of comic books and Marvel and shit like that. And he used to collect comic books. He was a super nerd when he was a kid. He used to collect comic books. He knew like, you know how you hear people talking now about Vision's powers? Mm-hmm. He was doing that in 88. Mm-hmm. Imagine that. Like nowadays, people talk about, oh, well, he's from another dimension and he gets his thermal optic nuclear, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. He was doing that in 88.
Wow.
And he was telling, and he used to have superhero cards, like collect trading cards. And we would just sit and pick the coolest looking one and say, who's this? And he would tell us all about the character. And we would wouldn't watch TV, just sit there, listen to Derek tell us about superheroes for hours. And that made me a nut to the point to when those movies started coming out and shit. Every time they would come out, I would call Derek and I'd be like, yo, you see this? I remember he described a scene from the first X-Men movie. He described that scene to me in 88 because it was from a comic book. And he was telling me about how they're going to make I'm not lying. He said they're going to make an X-Men movie and Wolverine is going to jump to the Statue of Liberty and put his claws in the crown of the Statue of Liberty and swing around on his claw. He told me about that like maybe like 91, 92. He told me about that. X-Men came out in 94, 95. So he told me about that years before the movie was even in the making or whatever. And that got me started on that shit. And shout out to Derek.
Shout
out to Derek. So my shout out is to my niece's dad. His name is Justin. Shout out to Justin. So Justin has, a lot of street knowledge. And he once told me that, he once told me that it was illegal for cops to search your car without a warrant. And one time, years later, I was pulled over and falsely accused. And I was definitely profiled. And the police wanted to search my car. And I remember Jay-Z. So shout out to Jay-Z and shout out to Justin for telling me that police couldn't go in your car without a warrant. saved me from possibly being, say her name poster. Shout
I
out to
guess you
them.
really ate from the hood because I knew that when I was 6.
I'm like, nigga, what?
Like, who did I? Yo, on some real shit,
Listen.
like that kind of shit in the hood, you knew. We knew that. Like, yo, you can't do that. The cop can't do that, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Officer, why you talking to me? I'm a minor. You need to see him saying, yo, you know my mom present. You know my mom present. So I you can't do that.
Nope.
You can't do
There
that.
are so many amendments in the Constitution. If I had to choose one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Exactly.
My shout out goes to him though.
But shout out to Justin. Shout out to
Shout out to Justin.
Shout out to Justin for putting me on in some street shit.
Well,
Shout out.
yeah, I mean, 80s movies could have told you that too, but you ain't really an 80s baby, so you wouldn't know
I'm
that.
I am
Exactly.
an 80s baby.
No, you're not.
I am an 80s baby.
You're not, man.
Okay, bro.
Stop that. All 80s babies know that.
I watched 80s movies when I was in my prime to understand them. I didn't watch 80s movies when I was in the 80s, sweetheart. You didn't watch 80s movies when you were in the 80s?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
How you telling me? Hold on.
What movie did you see in your 80s? In the 80s? What movie premiere did you go to in the 80s? Between 80 and 89, not 90. What movie premiere?
Howard the Duck. We seen Howard the Duck, Karate Kid, Last Dragon, The Goonies,
Okay.
What else?
I don't know, nigga. My mother didn't have money until my father moved up here. We didn't have money until my father moved up here in '88. The first movie I went to go see was motherfucking Ninja Turtles.
What year was that?
88, I believe.
88, 89.
88, 89, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
I seen a lot of movies. I remember a lot of movies, especially I remember whatchamacallit, Return to Oz. Return to Oz, some scary shit in the movie theaters. I'm gonna tell you that.
I don't remember my first movies.
My mother used to rent at Rent-A-Center in Lincoln Plaza, and they used to hook you up with movie passes. So we went to see Beethoven, the Care Bear movie, like wax.
Care Bear movie.
But for me, a kid who loved the movies and had never been to the movie theater, that shit was huge for me. The first movie I ever went to that niggas paid for, that my mom and them paid for, was Ninja Turtles.
Care Bears, Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh yeah, my dad took us to see Roger Rabbit, yup.
Right there in Lincoln.
Yup.
Batman.
I went to see Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
You went to see Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
Inappropriate.
So what?
You were like what, 3, 4?
Yeah.
I remember going to see it.
She's probably like, about 3. It had to be about 3.
Taking it.
You don't know my age.
Kind of do. But
you did not go see no Roger Rabbit.
I don't remember. Sorry.
That movie came out what, 89 maybe? 90?
Nah, I don't know. I don't remember anything in that era for me.
Yeah, about 80.
I was
89.
3. I'm an 80s baby.
Yeah.
I was a baby in the 80s. There you go.
I'm a 70s sperm.
I know.
I was sperm.
That's what you don't get.
I was
you know what niggas was doing in the 70s?
What was they doing in the 70s?
They were doing heroin.
Yeah, right.
In the 70s. And they were smoking a lot of weed in the 70s too.
Yep. Because they
were doing heroin.
In the 80s, they stopped that.
In the 80s, they did crack. They was worse. The 80s, they did crack.
You sound like a social studies book right now.
Yeah, seriously.
I feel like that's all I remember.
Did you know in 1984 there was less rain per capita, and then in 1985?
That's where I got my knowledge from.
It's like social studies. You're gonna tell me what a plateau is on the
baby.
mid-south.
I was a babies in the 80s. That's what you have to understand.
Social
Can I tell you? I went to this seafood spot that's supposed to be kind of like equivalent to a wing spot out there or a pizza shop, back home or whatever. So, but they have really good seafood, like this really good rice. Why did it feel like a club? Like, but it was supposed to be just like you were supposed to walk in and get your food. Like, I had to take a video. People were out there like short shorts. people are getting
You
out of
know why,
sprinters.
Lisa?
I was like, why do people take sprinters to come here? Like,
You know why?
why?
Because black folks will turn anything into a club.
It was a
Mhm.
whole club. It was a
You
whole
turn
club.
anything into a club. Have you
It was a
ever
whole
been
club.
to a funeral and that shit turned into the club?
Yeah, all of our funerals turned into the club at night.
Turned into the club.
Oh, the gas station turned into the after hour spot, especially after the club.
Outstanding. So outstanding. Next thing you know, somebody's roller skating. The electric slide that broke out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your uncle is hitting on his nieces and cousins and shit.
Don't say that.
Yeah, there's always been that. There's always been that. Oh man,
Funerals turn up.
I don't like going to them though. Definitely don't like going to them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But
Not a fan.
then I don't know about you, Cole, but some of our aunts or some of our mamas are those people that whenever anybody dies, they're first in line. First in line. You know your aunties, great aunts, Barbara's nieces died. So I gotta fly to Australia to go to the funeral.
Hold up.
Like, yo, you do not know that woman. You do not have to go to Australia.
My mom knows everybody that dies. Like, even from when I was younger, I remember in high school, I'm like, do you like personally attend funerals like for like a living? Like, there's always a funeral. She had to work every other day. She had to work because of a funeral. Somebody died. Someone else has died. And this person died. And then now she still does it.
Yo, it's never, check this. It's never, your aunt Clarice's niece's cousin aunts just won the lottery and got $1 million, right? It's always, they just cut her foot off for the diabetes, right? Like, yo, why you always like that horrible shit? It's like you're like an android that sleep until you hear bad news. Like, niggas is fucked up. Like, come to life.
And then want to report it. I'd be like, yo, I don't know this person. You know him. I don't know this person, lady. I don't know that.
Why are you trying to attach yourself to people who are doing bad or dying?
Oh my gosh.
Like, why?
She's like,
get me started with that.
She's like, listen, it's Tony's niece Tracy. I don't know Tony. You know Tony? No, I don't.
Some of us don't want to talk about this because we have a wife that's going to be that person in about 20 years.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be that person.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, just a helpful spirit, helpful.
Just a helpful spirit.
Always looking help out. I'm like, nigga, can we leave? Like, let these motherfuckers do what they supposed to do. But I'm trying to, nigga, that's what they paying them for.
Yo, I can't talk shit because Hasten looks out for my mom.
Yeah. My mom is that too. My mom is that too, though.
Hasten be at my mom's house taking care of her.
Oh, that's what's up.
So
no, Bobby telling my
that's what
I'm saying. Bobby telling I'm like, yo, I'm saying, yo, could you do that for me? First of all, I work nights.
Yo, bro, I'm not saying anything bad on you. I'm just saying how far she goes.
No, she'll take care. No, she'll take care of everybody.
My mom goes. Listen to how far my mom goes. So, rest in peace, Kevin. Kevin passed away.
Yeah.
My mom, myself, my mom, we've raised Kayvon since he was a baby and been around in the family. My mom goes as far as wanting to cook a whole meal for all of Plumley to come by the house and get plates for Mr. Moretti's funeral service. Just trying to help, just reaching that far. Ma, you don't know these people. They don't need no plates. Well, they could just, in the middle of the Rona, they could just drive by. That's not even your house. But they could just get something. I just want to help. Like, I just want to help Shafisha. I just want to help. She just wanted to help. Like, this is as far as she was going.
One day, your mother's going to call you and ask you to drive her to Africa because somebody who did her hair once died.
Bruh.
The helping person.
I'm like, Ma, you can't do that. You just
See,
stop.
and even growing up, I learned to stay away from the helping person because the helping person will always volunteer you in shit that you have no business or no reason to even be in.
That's me with DeMario. I'm like, come on,
like,
DeMario,
nigga,
carry this for me. You'd be like, no, you said you were gonna get that shit. You get it.
Nah. Or just volunteering me to like, oh yeah, you know, get that help. Yeah, we'll do that. Come on, let's get. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? Yeah, man. Like, nah, man. Like, sometimes my wife gotta do that. I'm like, I had no intentions of even doing this today. So why are we even doing this right now? Why are we here? I had no intentions of doing this today, or no intentions of being here past 5 o'clock. Why are we doing this now? Like, yeah, man. Yeah, that's my wife, and that was my mom too. So I'm just like, oh man, so many times. I remember.
So I seen this. Mm-hmm. Sorry, that's your wife and that's your mom. So real. So I follow different blogs and different podcasts, and I'd be trying to do research for this stuff. So this relationship guy on his podcast had said that most men are dating and looking for someone who reminds them of their mom subconsciously. They don't know that. So you mainly settle with someone that reminds you closest to your mother. And that was funny that you said that.
Yeah.
You think that?
Yeah. No, I think that's true. I mean, because subconsciously, I just automatically gravitated to her because she always did that, but it wasn't something I was looking for.
I know that the women in my life that have made a significant impact on me, or that I felt, I don't want to say attracted to, that I had like a stronger connection with, were women who I thought reminded me of a young version of my mom, like when, the whole single woman struggling with kids and all that shit. And I see that happening with some of the women that I've been involved with in my life. It sort of reminded me of my mother. So I think that part of it, but like as far as someone like mom, I don't know if I could fuck with that at all.
Because sometimes
it wasn't necessarily that it has to be like like them or look like them or anything like that, but subconsciously something about that woman that you finally decide to settle with, or even the majority of women that you are chasing or attracted to have some type of trait that your mother carries one way or another, like just something. Even if he was saying, like, even men who have the most hatred towards their mom, have bad relationships and hate their mother, most of the women that they're attracted to and their failed relationships are all things that from their mother. They don't even know subconsciously. It's like in their mind because that's who raised you. So he was saying this also to stress the importance of know who you fucking have kids with, because these women are going to be at your kids' minds, so forth. But yeah, interesting.
No, I definitely believe that. Like, I know a few dudes that go through the struggles. I'm like, I can see that. Yeah, it's a lot of truth. Women too. Some women too.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a lot of the way they move around men will be based on the relationship they had with their father, or the relationship that they didn't have with their father. That plays a big part in it too. You see that a lot.
Dads are important. I tell everybody that, even for girls, because some dads disconnect when they have girls. Dads are very important.
Yeah, definitely. No, definitely.
Even stepdads, just dads. Dads are important.
Yeah, if you're a man that's willing to take care of a child, yours or not, you are important. But yeah, that's
fuck them kids.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes, but sometimes I'm saying sometimes you do say that, because sometimes, right, nigga, let me walk into this house with a McDonald's bag just for me. Nigga, that is like suicide. And so sometimes
no just for you. You got kids in the family.
Of course not. Of course not. Anything that I have joy of, I'm saying for myself, is no longer mine as soon as I step through that door. My kids are, what you got? What's that? What's that? What's that? So sometimes, as a parent, what you want to do, you're gonna order McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or something like that. You're gonna eat that shit in the car.
You sure are.
Wipe saying wipe your mouth and everything like that. Make sure you have no traces of fast food on you. Come in here and be like, oh, what do you guys want to eat today? Dad, what do you want to eat? Not that hungry. But what do you want to eat? Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes. And that's sometimes you
Yes,
got to
you
get
do.
your piece, you know? Yeah.
Throw the bag in the trash and be like, that was lunch. That's been in the car since the lunch.
Oh, yeah, always. I'm like, that was a long time ago. But Dad, the receipt says today.
Why are you
Mind
doing
your
my
business.
receipts?
Exactly. But that's a receipt from something else. I was holding that for somebody. But yeah.
Eat in the
But yeah,
car when you have kids.
I think that's all we got. Anything else, guys?
Yo, so are you watching All-Star shit tonight?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably go to Drew with Swan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to Pete's in a little bit and check that shit out. I'm kind of excited.
I'm not.
Oh, word.
I'm not. Because the dunk contest is at halftime.
Yeah.
With three nobodies. With three nobodies, and they only get 2 rounds. I'm like, yo, you might as well just say fuck the dunk contest.
No, because I always thought, well, not always, but lately it seems like the dunk contest has been a little too long and a little too much. I think by shortening up the way they do it, I think it'll have a stronger impact.
I like that, Demario. I agree. Also, but Kylie, I do feel you. It's going to be short. However, a lot of those extra people were unnecessary. You knew they weren't going to go to the end. You just knew it was going to be between these two. So now you got 3 people. Hopefully they just prove themselves and become somebody tonight.
The only thing that's killing me about the All-Star weekend is I like the whole 3 nights of events.
Yeah,
I love that.
Too.
I love that.
Yeah.
And the celebrity game was the second biggest thing for me. I love the celebrity game.
Yep. It was always the dunk contest. Dunk contest was number 1.
Yeah.
Then it would be for me, depending on who was playing, but the celebrity game or the actual game, and that would be it.
No,
the actual game.
The 3-point, the skill drill, all of that shit was flames.
Yeah.
The thing that
the 3-point contest, yeah. Sorry, 3-point contest, yeah.
Yeah.
I missed that one.
Like the last maybe 5 or 6 years of the celebrity game, watching Michael Rappaport spaz out was the fucking best.
See, but that's
and then
the thing.
Kevin Hart.
That was
the reason why the 3-point contest is always interesting because you'll have some of the biggest names that are competing.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it used to be like that with the dunk contest, but now when you have a bunch of nobodies that no one knows,
in the 3-point contest?
You had Steph Curry, you had Damian Lillard, you have freaking who else was in there?
No, who's in it this year? I know who.
That's what I'm saying. Steph Curry, Dame.
Okay.
Yeah, you got big names. I'm saying you got big names. Those who can shoot threes. You're like, okay, I want to see this. But now when it comes to the dunk contest, it's
and
like
who's in the dunk contest?
Nobody's. No one. I'm saying people that don't matter. That's who's in there. People that don't.
Well, they're gonna show us some dunks. We probably don't follow them. I like to see that because they can play for fucking Sacramento. I don't really watch a lot of Sacramento games, but like all I do is watch basketball. But like when it comes to
niggas would have loved to see LeBron James in the slam dunk contest.
But that's what's been coming the last maybe 5-6 years. It's been nobody in the contest.
Yeah, he's the only person that should have been in there is Zion, but Zion cannot risk no injury, so he don't need to waste.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Them saying they would love to see that. We talk about
Zion.
Saying LeBron still gets his head over the rim. He could go in the slam dunk contest. He could go in the slam dunk contest.
But
the slam dunk contest hasn't had big names in it for a long time, though.
For a long time. I think
but Zion probably would have been in it if it was like a regular season. He would have been in it with a regular break. I think he would have actually, or if it was even on a different night. But he can't do it. He's playing in the game, and you want him to go and do a bunch of dunks in the middle.
Maybe that is a problem with them doing it all in one night. Then
but they never did everything all in one night except today.
But that's what I'm saying.
This is the first time. But a lot of NBA players didn't even want to do the All-Star game. Because of the whole COVID situation. So it was just like, because of
COVID and because they don't get no real break.
Yeah, they get no break and stuff like that. But it's just like I would have loved for them to have some type of incentive to get some of these big names in here. Like, if you win, you get $10 million dunk contest or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Dollar bill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get some type of incentive in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll draw some big names. But other than that, until then, you're gonna get the 8th man and rookies and niggas on the practice team. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna get in the slam dunk contest. Cause you be like, goddamn, yeah. But I'm definitely in tune.
So we're watching All-Star. Who do you think? Whose team do you think is gonna win?
I don't care.
Oh,
I don't care because you know why? Because if I think the last real competitive All-Star game that we've seen or witnessed was the one for Gianna and Kobe. That was the last real competitive one where dudes was playing it. I'm saying busting their ass and trying to do that. You're not gonna get that anymore, especially for tonight. I'm saying dudes gonna be all nonchalant, hardly playing. It's like, yo, niggas don't want to be here. So All-Stars.
I think you're wrong. I think they're gonna play.
I don't.
I think they're gonna get into it. And then the one you're talking about was just last year. They just did that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gianna and Kobe. So
that's what I'm saying.
It was a good run. So they may feel like, okay, whatever, we're here. Let's just have a good run and get out of here.
Do that. Some of them just want to get this shit over with.
I'm gonna hope it just goes where they actually just put on a show. There's gonna be an audience there. So there's going to be people there at the game. I think they're going to want to put on a little show. There's celebrities actually going to be there. So I think they'll actually put on a little show and get competitive. Plus,
if the NBA...
Giannis said it's over. So he was a little competitive with it too. He was like, oh, who's on my team? Me, him, and him. Okay, it's over. We already won. You guys don't need to show up.
Yeah. He's probably trying to promote it because he knows his team is sucking this year. So he has to get some type of... He got to get the shit off just saying some type of how. But yo, if All-Star Weekend wasn't such a big thing, such a big event, there'd be a lot of names opting out of trying to play All-Star. Because if they had a chance to opt out, but at the same time still be able to enjoy like the club and all that shit going on All-Star Weekend, they would do that. Because you look at the Pro Bowl. So many big names get to the Pro Bowl and will not play. They'll opt out. They're like, yo, fuck that. It's in Hawaii. Yeah, that's cool. Nothing's popping in Hawaii and nothing like that. But if you get like a Pro Bowl weekend with some shit going on, they're gonna be like, hell yeah, we playing in this shit. But now it's like, yeah, we in Hawaii. Like, get the fuck out of here. What we doing in Hawaii? Yeah. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah. But All-Star Weekend, niggas is like, yeah. I'm saying all these celebrities there and all that's going on. Of course they're gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm playing. Because if I didn't play and opt out, you see me in the club and shit like that, there'd be some questions. But
they can't go to the club anyways.
Says who?
None of the people are in the club.
All-Star Weekend, of course they can. Some of them be hosting. Of course they could. They have their own parties.
It's COVID this year. None of them. The only people that had parties are celebrities. If you
think that.
Listen, I think that
they was there.
Obviously, they're not in the club. They would have had people would have taken a picture. You would have caught them unless they were completely masked up, whatever.
Or unless they had the rules.
And they could
they had the rules like no phones.
They have the rules. You can't have no phones in compound. Gucci just had a whole club had a whole show in compound and hella celebrities were there. Like they may be there like completely covered. Absolutely. Like how Meek Mill's mask is when you only see their eyes. They can possibly be there so they don't get seen. That's fine. But they're not out there. They're not hosting. They're not being seen. Like they might be having some slick shit come to their rooms or their houses that they're staying in. Cool, but they're not out there. They may have some shit popping off at their spot, but they're not out there. They can't be. It's like a bubble. They're gonna get fined and then they're gonna have to quarantine and they jeopardize their own team if they actually get caught being there.
The bubble
you're gonna fuck it up.
They don't care. They don't care. Nah. Cause my man Lou Williams, my nigga Lou Williams left the bubble for some chicken.
Yeah, and they made an example of him. They made an example of him. He ain't gonna do it again. Trust me. They made an example of him. And
he left it for some chicken.
They lost the fucking game because of it.
Yo, did you see that interview with Snoop Dogg was late because he wanted to go get some chicken?
Nah.
Snoop Dogg's getting interviewed somewhere like Germany and shit.
Oh, I seen that.
And the dude asked him like, yo, it's like 4 hours late. Like, where were you? He's like, nigga, fuck you. I went to get some chicken.
Yeah, he's like, man, shut the fuck up. He's lucky I'm here. Now do the interview. Some shit like that. I was like, yo, that's real. That's real.
Nah, but that's some bullshit though.
Yeah, I mean,
like, come on, man. How you gonna keep a nigga waiting 4 hours? I don't care who you are. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, yo, I just don't get how a nigga could take $10,000 and be like, yo, boom, on the club for what? That was, yo, even if I did have it, I would never take 10,000 and just throw that shit in the club.
We all have our vices.
Shit. You know, vice to me.
Listen, hey, If I was
We
rich
all have our
enough, I
vices.
would be throwing $10,000 in the club.
Exactly.
no.
That's what I'm saying. We all have our vices.
Hell
You might not throw
no.
10,000 in the club. You'll throw
Yeah.
$10,000 on something else that someone else may not seem that's worthy of.
If
But
I had the money,
You
I'd
don't
be
know-
doing that shit too.
If a nigga gonna spend 10,000 in the club and throw 10,000 in the club.
10,000 to you is so much money. 10,000 to these people is like $100.
10,000 is 10,000. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yeah, no.
At the end of the day,
you're not
at the end of
in
the
their
day,
tax bracket, so
I
you can
don't
understand their
care.
lifestyle.
I
You don't live
care.
that lifestyle.
Because you know why?
Exactly.
Because you know why?
You can't
No,
fathom that
no.
lifestyle, so you can't be like, whoa.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: let them niggas lose 10,000 or get robbed for 10,000. I guarantee you, 10,000 will always be 10,000, regardless. We'll say whether you're giving it willingly. Shit, whether you're giving it willingly, whether you're giving it willingly or by force, 10,000 is always gonna be 10,000. A nigga talking about 10,000 is nothing to me. Let the nigga get robbed for 10,000.
Be a
little bit pissed.
I don't think that Elon Musk cared that his spaceship just blew up, and I'm pretty sure it was what cost way more than $10,000. Like people that are on different tax brackets, do not think of 10,000 the same way we do.
That's a bit.
He's
that's
gonna
a very
build
bad
another
comparison. That's a very
No,
bad
it's not.
comparison. Because you know why?
He might
Because
like
you know why it's a
strippers,
bad
and he might
comparison.
because
Stop
he
it.
might like strippers, and he might
Why
throw
is that a bad
$10,000 at
comparison?
strippers.
Why is
What
it a
the
bad
fuck?
comparison? She's
Why?
talking about a
'Cause only
spaceship.
black-
This nigga is inventing shit to freaking further and evolve humanity.
So
of course
he
he's gonna
throws
freaking.
$10,000 at strippers. What do you mean? You don't know what he does and what he likes?
We're talking about practice.
Listen. You will never find Elon Musk in a strip club. He will bring the strip club to himself. All right?
And he'll throw $10,000. It doesn't matter. You're talking about the amount of money. You're not saying where they throw it at.
Maybe he will. Maybe he won't.
Church.
Maybe he will. Maybe he won't.
He will
maybe
bring
he
them
will.
to
Maybe
his
he
house,
won't.
and he will hand them. They will get paid more than $10,000 to strip for him. Are you serious?
Of course.
I'm pretty sure them people are into weird shit.
Of course, he's paying for the service. I'm saying, of course, he's paying for the services, and they're doing more. And they're doing more than the stripping.
No, he might not want that. Some people. Are you serious? A man will pay me $10,000 for pictures of my feet. Are you fucking crazy? I don't think you understand.
No,
people
I do
have
understand.
money and will spend it on what they like and what they want.
But the simple fact is,
so because you don't have $10,000.
Hold on, wait. A man offered you 10 grand for your feet?
Yes. Pictures of my toes.
And why didn't you collect?
I did.
Oh, okay, word.
This is literally
like
when I first went to Atlanta.
Like I was saying, right.
Listen,
that's something.
Listen, Kishana, if a man tells you next time he wants a picture of your feet, but he wants a dick in that picture, call me.
So we can split it.
I will take a picture next to your feet with my dick and split that 10 grand. Okay?
Stupid.
We would have to charge him 20 for that. You get 10 and I get 10. No, seriously. No, I'm going to tell you. People have their vices, people have their fetishes, and people will spend money on what they like. Like Demario said, if he had 10 grand, he'll throw it at a stripper. So I'm saying people that have that type of money that don't look at 10 grand the way we look at 10 grand will throw that type of money. So you're just talking about the amount of money, not the purpose of it.
I'm talking about for some, right? If I like sneakers, of course I'll spend sneakers, right? You said that's a vice and everything like that. But what I'm saying is that if I'm usually spending this amount on sneakers and I get robbed if someone steals that from me, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna be like, damn, I can't believe they fucking did that shit with that money. Or they took that amount of money from me. People will be pissed about that. So that's why I said that money's always gonna have value on it, but it all depends on what you're valuing that money to. It all depends. Because if I buy houses and everything like that, I could buy $1 million house and that's nothing to me. Of course, I'm in that tax bracket, but let me lose $1 million, let that shit get stolen from me. That's $1 million that you stole.
Lose or get stolen.
If you steal from a man,
different. Yeah.
You can repay that man.
But wait, if you lose something or something gets stolen from you, you're gonna be pissed regardless because something being stolen is more disrespect.
Right, and that's why I'm saying that.
But if you lose
gonna have that value to it.
I'm not going to argue with you, but yeah, I get it.
I don't care. You can argue all you want. I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying, but I'm still going to disagree. Certain people will think that. I don't think
it's like, it's nothing to me, but at the same time, it is something to me. Because, like, if you lose 50, you're saying, you probably saying.
People that come from money, yes. How about that? People that don't come from money, yes. People that come from money might not value the $10,000, but people that don't come for money will value $10,000 being lost. Yes, regardless.
That's not necessarily true because Mark Cuban had a freaking Prius. He had a fucking Prius.
What you mean?
Mark Cuban, the billionaire, had a freaking Prius. At one point, he had a freaking Prius. He owned the Mavericks. Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
He had the money to get whatever he wanted. He had the money. So he definitely had a jet, but to ride around in, he was like, "Oh, I got a Prius." They was like, "Why don't you get anything else?" He was like, "I could get that, but why spend?" He's like, "But why spend $100,000 on something that I'm only going to drive 2 times?" He's like, "I'd rather buy this Prius. I'm saving money and doing this." And I'm looking at him like, "Yo, but you're a billionaire." So that's why I'm saying that regardless if you have that money, some people will still value it. Bernard Hopkins, Bernard Hopkins is worth $50 million, still parking 3 miles away from where he's fighting, so he doesn't have to pay. So he doesn't have to pay tolls. He's trying to find off-street parking.
Bernard
But
Hopkins,
he's a millionaire.
Bernard Hopkins, though.
Bernard Hopkins.
Bernard Hopkins buy a bag of dope.
Yo, boy, I can find you the best bag of dope.
Nah,
hey,
but that's true.
Hey, man, you give me $2, I'll bring you back the best bag of dope you ever seen in your life.
Hey, listen, Roy, hey, listen. Yeah, but I'm saying, but we can wrap this motherfucker up. We can wrap this up. I see you juicing.
Juicing like a motherfucker. I need to get one. Okay, so I need to get a juicer, but these are all the things I was gonna get when I moved anyway. So I need to finish setting up my living room. But I need to get a juicer. I need to get a pressure cooker. I was told, and an air fryer.
Put like this: when all fails, and you don't know certain brands to go to, Ninja. Ninja's the safest bet.
Okay.
Ninja's a good, like everything Ninja that I've touched, used, and experienced was always a good product.
Ninja.
And should I buy it?
Right.
Niggas. And then so should I buy it on Amazon or should I buy it on Target?
Well, the good thing is if you do it with the Amazon or even if you Google it it gives you all the stores and it gives you the comparisons on pricing.
On what their prices.
Yep.
Bet.
Ninja wrap.
Yeah.
So, I need somebody to build my table.
You need to get you. You don't need a ninja. You need a nigga. You need to get you a nigga. Help you put that shit together.
Exactly. There'd be a nigga.
I need a nigga.
Nigga.
So you put it together. So what you need to do? I got it. All right, we wrapping it up?
Yeah, we wrapping it up because I'm about to roll up. God damn it.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm about to roll out. I gotta go return. Return of the Mac. Demario.
I hate that new version. I hate that new version. You heard the new version?
The Return Queen. No.
The new version with Chris Brown and
oh yeah. I did hear it. What happened?
This nigga hung up like an asshole.
Woo. I don't think he meant to. But yeah, no, I didn't hear it. I mean, I heard it with Chris Brown.
Yeah. Hate it.
But you can't remake songs like that.
Yo, certain songs you gotta leave them the fuck alone.
Yep.
I really do. Well, but all right. I go by the name of Cobra Karate, ending this off. Yeah.
You still recording?
And
oh yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Okay. Bye.
And we won't have to find no more. And we won't.